All right, welcome to another Pudgy Boyz podcast. This is Mike, Eric, and Fazan coming at you with another episode.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay. We didn't agree to that, but all right. We're coming at you guys today with episode Who Knows What. We're going to be talking today about an experience I had at my mother's house today,
What kind of experience?
if that's okay with you guys.
Did she catch you again?
I'll allow it.
Yeah. It's not what you think. I was there for 10 minutes today, so that's what the issue is.
Did she catch you again?
No. She never caught me. Caught me doing what?
You know.
So I was at my mother's house today.
The happy pants dance?
And what had happened was I walked into her house. She has Spectrum, the cable company. You guys are aware of that?
No,
You're not aware that my mother has
No, I didn't know your
Spectrum.
mother had Spectrum.
No.
Actually, you know what? In a way, I did know.
Yeah. You're not aware that my mother has Spectrum. You're aware of the Spectrum company.
Yes, it was Time Warner before, if you guys remember that.
His breathing into the microphone is going to drive me absolutely crazy.
Do you have to be on the Spectrum?
You're way too close to the microphone.
Do you have to be on the Spectrum to have Spectrum?
I don't think so.
No, what?
Look at us. We're pretty good.
Yeah, we all have Spectrum.
Yeah. So at the bottom of her TV screen, I saw it was going across like a flash, and it said, as of 5 p.m. Eastern time today, the Spectrum customers will lose access to any Disney-related channels that Disney owns. ABC, ESPN, Freeform, FX, National Geographic, all get blacked out as of 5 p.m. today.
Are you a big Nat Geo fan?
No.
I was.
Okay, you still can be.
Animal Planet.
Animal Planet, Animal Kingdom.
Yeah.
Why is that happening? What's the deal behind that?
So apparently Disney wants Spectrum to pay more money. You know who that kid is? The apparently kid?
No.
No,
No, you'll put it in there somewhere.
Put it in there.
I'll be in there.
I don't watch the news because I'm a kid, and apparently every time, Grandpa just gives me the remote after we watch the Powerball.
Apparently, yeah. So Disney wants Spectrum to pay more money to house their channels on their cable provider. All those channels, the big ones, ESPN, ABC, all those Disney-owned things. Spectrum doesn't want to pay more money because their claim is that Disney's channels are losing ratings by the year. So they don't want to pay for what they call a dying brand.
Why is Disney, in your opinion, losing customers?
It seems like they're focusing more on political stuff than they are what made them successful over the last 100 years. So everything they're doing is more on the political side of things, and a lot of people don't want their kids being exposed to all that stuff.
So it seems they're cutting ties with Disney.
Cutting ties and cutting lies.
Uh,
So, gun to your head, what do you guys fall? Just hearing that information there, what side would you fall on? The cable side, or would you fall on the Disney side of this whole thing?
Wait, let me get this straight. The cable company is cutting their ties with Disney because of their political views?
No. Disney wants to Disney wants to charge more money for their channels.
Just because they're offering those channels, or because they have an ulterior motive?
or because they're losing money.
Probably because they're losing a lot of money. They're going to
Okay.
start charging all their companies a little more to house their TV channels.
I don't really care. I think I'm on Disney's side. If you're a business, at the end of the day, you're looking out for your own interests. You don't care.
Pudgy Boyz out.
Well, cable has the option to not have the channels. It's just cable's kind of a dying breed anyway.
The problem, when you say Disney, it's not just Disney. It's Channel 7, it's ESPN. What else
Everything I
is it?
listed. FX, Freeform.
FX is a big one too, yeah.
FX is big. National Geographic is big. These are all big channels that, especially now over the last weekend, college football starting.
But you know what the weird part is? I don't know if you guys have Hulu, but Hulu carries all those channels. They carry all the FX shows. They carry all the Channel 7 shows, all the Nat Geo shows. So you can have just Hulu.
But that breeds another question now is, what if you're somebody who's just not into the whole streaming service game, and you just want to keep it simple and have cable and not have to deal with clicking different apps and paying for different streaming services? What about that kind of stuff?
That's a good point. That's a really good point.
Like
A lot of people still like the comfort of cable. You just turn on the TV; it's right there.
out of the three of us, who has cable? Raise your hand.
I don't.
Just
you.
me.
Yeah, just you.
I'll see. So I would assume the numbers are kind of that.
Why do you still have cable?
I just like I just love the comfort of having it. I think it's always nice to have for sporting. I'm not a big fan of the streaming services, as you know. When it comes to streaming live events, I get very weary of them because a connection can go bad, and if I miss 1 or 2 plays, I'm going to be really upset.
Has that ever actually happened?
I've never tried it, so I can't say. But I've heard horror stories of problems with your internet. At any time, your internet can go out. That wouldn't affect your cable, though. You still have cable.
You sure?
Yeah, I don't think your internet runs through cable.
Yeah, I don't
Cable,
think
it's
so either.
cable by itself.
Okay.
I mean, it is easier. You just turn on the cable, turn on the TV. The cable's already on. Watch whatever you want. Well, whatever they're offering.
Problem is everything's so expensive now. They kind of price themselves out.
What? Yeah. Why did you, Eric? Why did you get rid of cable?
Money. Initially, when the streaming services started, they were pretty cheap. Maybe like, what do you say? Like 10 years ago, I guess.
Yeah, I remember like $7.99 for Netflix, something like that.
Hulu was like $5 at the time.
Hulu. How much is Hulu right now? If it was $5 at that time.
$7.99 a month.
Oh, that's not bad.
You sure that was more?
No, I think it's $7.99.
That's with ads.
It's $79.99.
That's $80. I pay $80 a month.
Just for fun.
He pays,
It pays for 10 other
he pays for
people.
Hulu Rich.
Yeah. What else was there? Well, Hulu and Netflix were the first 2 big ones, right?
Well, Netflix obviously was the biggest one to
Yeah.
kickstart the whole thing.
Netflix was the first one. no?
Netflix.
Netflix.
what's Netflix?
It's Daddy Long Neck.
They started off with DVD services.
They did.
Remember?
And
Yeah.
Blockbuster had a chance to buy them out initially. Fun fact, and they decided not to. So Blockbuster could have owned Netflix in their very humble beginnings. Blockbuster said that the DVD idea was extremely stupid, and sending people DVDs at home was a bad idea.
That's a good point, but they didn't know that Netflix was going to turn into a streaming service.
And they didn't know that many people would love the idea.
It's way more convenient.
And then a few years later, Blockbuster tried the idea of people being able to pick up DVDs or tapes from just the way Netflix did, but that's how they...
I remember that.
Yeah.
Towards the end of Blockbuster, right? They had the same
That was like their last stitch effort to kind of stay relevant.
business model.
You think had Blockbuster had their own streaming app, you think they would have been still around?
Yeah.
Because all these other little ones are just popping up and they're doing good, like Peacock TV, for example. When it
Peacock.
first started, I was like, what is this bullshit? And now all of a sudden they have The Office, one of the biggest shows out there.
What's the thing? All these streaming platforms, they just try to get this one big show. That's all it takes. Like Peacock, I'll have The Office and Yellowstone. So there's like 2 big cornerstone shows that people just try to.
That's
Just
a good
try to
point.
watch.
It's weird that he just picked like Yellowstone. like he watches it.
No, I want to watch though.
I want to watch it.
But those are aren't those their 2 big ones?
That's a good point. They are really good shows.
They are. As of 2 or 3 years ago, Netflix had The Office and Friends. Now they don't. Now Friends is on, I think, HBO Max.
Yeah.
And Office is on Peacock. A lot of these companies are buying out their original titles so they can keep their streaming services relevant.
Good for them.
Yeah, because and it seems like all these companies are just bouncing shows to show on each streaming service just to keep them relevant. 'Cause as far as I don't know how many, when's the last time you guys watched when's the last time you sat at your TV and watched cable for a live weekly show?
I haven't had cable in years.
Don't even remember.
For me, it was 10 years ago, like Jersey Shore when it first came out. That's the only time I was watching MTV religiously, every week.
Does HBO count before they separated?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So I guess Game of Thrones.
Okay, that's the last time you kind of had cable. What about you?
Yeah.
I don't remember. I had Dish Network and cable. I just don't remember
Damn,
the last time I watched.
And now, when you want to, if I ask you your top 5 or 10 shows that you want to watch now, I guarantee they're all
I can
streaming
stream
service
from
based.
different services.
That's amazing.
I don't think any shows are cable exclusive, right? What shows that's even remotely big is exclusively only on cable?
Unless cable produces them, they can't really make it exclusive.
No.
Well, what they do is I hate to bring up Jersey Shore again, but they'll eventually come on. They'll start on cable, and then the next day they'll be on the streaming service.
So even a show like that, fine, I'll give you a show like that. The one that starts on cable.
You could miss it and just watch it the next day.
But
Right on
is there any big shows right now off the top of your head that's
It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. That's my favorite show. It's on FX for every Wednesday it comes out.
it'll be on Hulu?
By Wednesday at 1 a.m. It's already on Hulu, so
Yeah.
you can watch it right there. Jersey Shore Family Vacations on MTV. I think MTV's on Paramount Plus, so you can watch that the next day. It's not like you're missing anything because you can catch up right away. I don't know. That's why nobody has cable anymore.
It's always sunny in Philadelphia. Isn't that like offered like on a streaming service too?
It is. It's on FXX. I mean, it's like the FX app.
Oh, it wasn't on like a mainstream like Netflix or something like that.
No, it just started on FX.
It used to be on Netflix.
Sunny?
Yeah.
I think so because
And then they went to.
I tried to watch it. I didn't get past like the first 2 episodes.
What did he say? Greatest show ever.
I didn't say it's bad. I just said I couldn't watch it.
It's the greatest show ever.
Sound clip for Sunny.
Yeah. So yeah, a lot of these, because all these streaming services saw how popular they could make their, like Hulu. I don't know what you could watch on Hulu. I think Sunny's on there. There's I know the Golden Girls is on there, which is really cool.
So is I Love Lucy.
Is I Love Lucy on there? And I think like the Wonder Years, I mean, each service will give you just enough of a reason to subscribe for them for the month. This way you said, it's only $4.99, it's only $6.99, it's only $8.99. And then when you look at the bill, you're paying like $34 a month just in streaming services.
It's like cable all over again.
It will be, yeah.
But
It's going to be a big circle right back to packages and deals and cable service.
Well, no, wait. Disney Plus has a deal. If you bundle Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus, they'll give you.
How do you pass that up? What was it, $12.99?
Yeah.
For all three?
Meanwhile, separately, they're probably like $20.
How do you not do it?
It's a pretty good deal.
Even if you don't use, like, I wouldn't even use ESPN Plus, but I would just get it just for the package.
Yeah, they just kind of throw it in there just for you get the Hulu and the Disney Plus.
Do you think cable is more of I don't want to say like an age thing, like people over a certain age just cannot get into the streaming service type of thing, and they just say, no, leave me with cable.
I think so.
It is easier. Like I said before.
Like I have it. I still love it.
Put it this way, if you're a certain age, you might not be able to operate a smart TV. I mean, you can, but it might be a little harder to...
No offense.
It's just easier to just turn on the cable box and just watch whatever you want.
And I don't know, Fazan, like you've been aware of this because when we started telling you like certain stuff, sports games are starting to exclusively be streamed on streaming services now.
Like, really? Like what?
To the point that you can't even watch them on anything else. Thursday Night Football now in the NFL.
Amazon.
Thursday Night Football now is exclusively on Amazon Prime. You have to have Amazon Prime to watch Thursday Night Football. Used to be on Fox, I think.
It was on Twitter, wasn't it, for 1 year?
Yeah, they put it on Twitter.
Yeah.
There's games coming to YouTube next year exclusively. That's another service, YouTube TV.
Go ahead, Eric.
Even Apple Plus, they have baseball games.
Yeah, I wanted to watch a Mets-Phillies game last year, and the game was just on Apple Plus. I couldn't even... Locally, I can't watch my own local team because it's strictly on Apple Plus. It's unheard of. This didn't exist 10 years ago, 5 years ago.
Everybody's looking at Netflix's model and just moving towards that. And they're making money. I'm not going to be...
Do you think they'll eventually outprice themselves as far as now... Okay, so you have Netflix, right? They used to have all these shows, Friends, The Office. Now, these other companies are taking the shows back, right? Like Peacock took NBC, they took The Office back.
Mm-hmm.
HBO took Friends back.
Yeah.
So now Netflix has to produce... what's the word?
Original content?
They got to produce original content, meaning they got to pay for original content.
Strange, yeah.
They got to pay for actors. They got to pay for production. So now they got to raise the price of cost. Now, is that the reason why they started to raise the price?
Well, yeah. Last thing I saw when the whole Stranger... That's why I think... Stranger Things is ending for other reasons, but they're outpricing themselves in terms of being able to... They're losing money when they make all these movies.
Do you remember it was a couple of years they started hiring all these big-time actors for movies? Like The Rock, they had the movie.
Leonardo DiCaprio last year.
He had a movie. Chris Hemsworth had a movie with Netflix.
Gal Gadot.
Yeah.
Gal Gadot.
So someone's paying these bills.
Gal Gadot. Yeah, someone's... And would you guys think... you guys think Netflix produces the best original content?
So far, I think so.
Out of
not
the,
HBO?
What's original from HBO?
Game of Thrones?
No,
Sopranos?
That's like cable, no?
No, that was on cable. I mean, like strictly streaming service-wise.
You don't consider HBO, I guess, streaming?
No, because that was on it was on HBO cable.
They just converted it over.
Like Stranger Things was strictly on a streaming service.
So what's streaming? Hulu, Netflix?
Something straight from Hulu, something
or
straight
anything
from...
new from HBO right now.
Yeah.
Like brand new. Or from Hulu or stuff like that. I think Netflix right now is taking the lead with new content.
Original content?
Original
stuff that
content,
they
yes.
just make themselves. That was never on cable. They made it. Like, I never watched that show on Apple TV with Steve Carell
Apple TV.
and Jennifer Aniston. What is it, The Morning Show? I heard it was good, but
They have a lot of shows. They have like an unlimited budget too, Apple TV.
Oh, my God, yeah.
All these shows are high production. I just don't watch them.
And they just raised their price, too.
What is it now?
$6.99? It used to be $5.99.
I feel like it started at $4.99, didn't it?
Yeah. I also have another app called Shudder. Shameless plug. It's a horror app. They have
Why'd you do that?
he doesn't like one.
Because it's a horror app.
It's a horror. He doesn't like horror movies. He thinks they're campy and cheesy.
Watch
That's-
it on
That's your
Netflix, bro.
First thing to do, be fearful. That's your fearful thing?
Yeah.
I have Netflix.
What do you watch on Shudder?
Shudder, I watch. A Creep Show. They made a show on Shudder.
What else do you watch?
They have all the 80s and 90s like horror movies, like Friday the 13th, Halloween, all the good stuff.
You have to pay for that service?
That's $4.99.
No, it's free, bro.
Yeah, it's free, bro. They just
Yeah.
give it to the big horror fans out
Yeah.
there.
They ask you a big horror fan, you say yes, they just give it to you.
Do you guys know any streaming service that's free?
Yeah, Tubi.
Yeah, there you go. So there is something that's free.
Yeah, there is something that's free.
Great,
bro.
but
in,
Shudder isn't.
in your
Fat
face,
ass.
bro.
I didn't know that, fat ass.
Yeah, but Shudder isn't. Fatter ass.
That's why I asked.
You guys are so stupid.
Yeah.
Gal Gadot.
Pudgy Boyz out.
Yeah. No. What was I was gonna ask something else? What the hell was I gonna say? Damn, you guys keep cutting me off. If you guys don't cut me off, I'll be able to get an original thought out. This way we can continue the conversation.
So you're paying for Shudder.
I was paying for Shudder. I'm still paying for Shudder. And I'm one of those people that pay for every one of his streaming services. I pay for the ads. I don't need it ad free, so I save a lot of money doing that.
Huh.
How much is the difference, yeah?
It's like a $4 or $5 difference.
That's a lot.
That's well worth it. Somebody in this room, I won't say who, they share my Peacock account.
You do that?
It's one of you two.
Actually, what do you got, a broken neck?
He just disappeared.
He
Where'd he
just
go?
turns.
I wish I had a green screen.
And the person who shares my Peacock account constantly is complaining to me about how they have to sit through commercials
Yeah.
when they watch their Office episodes. It's one of you guys.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say who.
You got his Peacock.
Listen
Just,
here.
you guys Peacock.
You guys pay. Yeah.
He loves my Peacock.
You guys Peacock just for The Office or for like other stuff?
You got it for WWE, dude. He's a big wrestling fan. That's probably the best deal that they have, streaming service wise. You get WWE Network and the NBC stuff for $5.99 a month. That's got to be the best deal out there.
It's a pretty good deal.
Yeah, you get it for free.
Yeah, you got it for free, so it's a great deal. Tubi, Subi. Yeah, I don't know. What do you guys? So that's it. What you guys? I guess you guys are on the Disney side of things. Two businessmen.
Well,
Two men involved in stocks. I could see how you.
they're allowed to charge whatever they want. It's up to them. It's up to you to pay for it.
That's also true.
Whose side are you on?
I'm on the side of the everyday consumer who busts their ass and just wants to come home, put on ABC, watch The Bachelor, watch The Bachelorette without having the threat of their cable bill going up. Does that you guys fall into that? You don't have cable. It's not your problem.
Yeah, I don't have cable. Home phone, cable.
I don't have kibbles and bits.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's economics 101.
You got to spend money to make money.
Yeah.
It's economics 101.
Bro, supply and demand.
Yeah,
Running out of things to say.
it's all right. It's all right.
Ashkenazi.
So if you guys like what you hear, give us a share, give us a like, give us a subscribe. We greatly appreciate it. We have Pudgy Boyz merch coming out in 2 years. Stay tuned so we can send out hats and shirts to everybody. That's it. You guys have any final thoughts on the whole cable situation? Are you guys going to get cable?
No, never.
Okay.
Not yet. Unless streaming services become so expensive.
Okay.
We should do Pudgy Boy sweatpants.
Not in this room because it's really hot right now.
You have any cable questions? Yeah, we should do Pudgy Boy sweatpants.
Yeah, we have cable Pudgy Boy sweatpants.
And shorts.
Yeah, that's it for me. I'm going to go cancel my cable subscription.
Yeah.
Ashkenazi.
Pudgy Boyz out.
Pudgy Boyz out.
Pudgy Boyz out.